Hi guys, I'm Lisa for wtfLisa Tarot. I'm gonna try to make this quick, but we'll see. Sometimes I say that and then it's not quick. It's not at all quick. Anyway, I get messages through songs. So when you're butt in, when you're butt out. Sorry, I was laughing at this song. I'll tell you in a minute. Like, share, subscribe, drop a tip, Cash App, wtfLisa Tarot. That would kick some ass. It really would. Show my store, wtfLisa eBay. It's a random store. I have some spiritual items, some non-spiritual items, and some John Wayne items. And you're like, why? Well, my mom was a fan. This is her leftover stuff. I want it gone. eBay. Phone readings are closed. Sorry. But you can get a one card reading that's done through Etsy messaging. That's $2.99. Or if you want a recorded video, are you seriously saying you don't recognize my face? There you go. Sorry, distracted by the phone. You get a video reading for $5.55. Links are in the description. The readings are at wtfLisa Etsy. I say a little prayer. This version is by it's not by Dionne Warwick. It's by Aretha Franklin. If I remember correctly, the original is Dionne Warwick, but I'm not sure now. I confused myself. I love Aretha's voice. Love it. It's like, I bet you if she sneezes, it probably sounded amazing. Anyway, I might start it over. This song reminds me of the movie My Best Friend's Wedding, another movie from the 90s. I want to say like 97? Late 96, 97. Julia Roberts, and the moment I wake up, before I put on my makeup, I say a little prayer for you. She sings it differently than they do in the movie. But there's a scene, Julia Roberts, her friend in it, is a dude. He's getting ready to marry Cameron Diaz. And instead of high-fiving him and being like, score, dude, she's like, oh, all of a sudden I love him. I'm going to go sabotage the wedding. And then she goes to do that. In the middle, that's not spoiling the movie. That's the setup. Anyway, there's a scene, though, where her best friend shows up. He's Rupert Everett. And he starts singing this song when they're having like lunch or something, and it was a really awesome scene because everyone joins in. It was a lot of fun. He was very charming. However, this energy is not charming. It's not fun. It's death energy. Oh no. I should be more sympathetic, and I actually am, but it's so much easier to read it if I try to just not feel it. I say a little prayer for you, but the prayer's not going to help this one. They don't have a prayer. It's another energy I got. It's not a great person. Not a great person at all. And I feel like their demise will not be a surprise. Did I mean for that to rhyme? No, I'm just happy it did. Let me grab some coffee. It's not a surprise. And when I say that, it's not to be mean, but sometimes when people are in certain lifestyles or they have certain habits, people are concerned for their safety. They ignore it. They don't care. You know? If you've had friends or family that have had horrifying drug habits where it literally affects their health badly and you want them to stop because their health is deteriorating, you know what I mean. It's one of those things where it's like you don't want them to pass away. You want them to get better, but they aren't taking the steps for that. So you're not surprised, whatever they're caught up in. And it's not just one energy I'm feeling. I'm feeling a lot of energies like that. Whatever they're caught up in will be their demise. It feels definitely heavy criminal activity energy. But I'm also just feeling heavy, like, drug abuse energy, which sucks. I say a little prayer for you. This energy is people wanted you to get better, but you had to keep on keeping on. You know? Hermit. Ace of Wands. Ace of Cups. Someone always, even if they didn't say it in their heart, always kept praying for someone, hoping they would get better, hoping they would see the light is in, not the bright white light that you walk into, but see the light is in, oh my God, holy shit, I gotta stop, I gotta quit, so I can, move up, move forward, have a better life, have a better chance. But this is somebody who's just determined to destruct. Whether they were involved in criminal activities, like dangerous ones, I'm not like, oh, they jaywalked all the time. Which that can be dangerous too. But I don't feel like they were a jaywalker. I feel like whatever they were involved in was actual dangerous stuff with dangerous people who mean business. And sometimes business does not always go well. Same vibe as somebody, you know, they say don't do your own supply, don't get high on your own supply, is what I was trying to say. I bury a friend, Billie Eilish. I just said it's death energy, and now I have Billie Eilish in my ear. I wish I could play the music for you guys, but I get copyright strikes. Why don't you run from me? You're wondering, where do we go? What do you know? I haven't heard this song in a little while, but I love it. When we all fall asleep, but someone's time is up. And Queen of Cups, as much as if you hoped and wished and prayed this person would get better, want to change, can't make somebody do things that they don't want to do. This person, I want to say free will is at play, but this person lost their own free will to whatever their addiction is. Whether their addiction is money from whatever fucking crazy ass crimes they're doing, or the clout and the adrenaline from doing the crimes, or it's that drug habit. Bury a friend. Oh, that card flew. I'm gonna take it. It landed sideways. It's the 5 of Swords, Page of Coins. Somebody, I don't know. To me, it's like they're saying it's an early ending, but is it? Is it? Because a lot of people, I don't know. They seem to think that they are younger than they really are. It's this energy of, yeah, it sucks that they croak, but it's also like gamble. You want to say it was 50-50 that they would pass away, but it wasn't. It was more like 85, 15. Someone's conflicted because they are sad this person's gone, and I understand that, but it's also not a surprise, and they almost feel guilty for feeling that, but it's truth, baby. Facts are facts. Said out loud. Something that shouldn't be said out loud. Honestly, I thought I would be dead by now, or you thought they would be dead by now. 5 of Cups and Judgment. Judgment Day is here for someone. It's not a surprise. The day I gotta sell my soul, 'cause I can't say no, I can't say no. This person could have sold their soul and it's getting collected. I mean, soulless energy. Those persons lost their will to whatever. Careful. Step in the glass. Staple your tongue. This person, whatever their addiction is, their free will's gone to that. So, in a way, you could say if they have a drug addiction, they sold their soul to that drug, because that's all that matters. Bury a friend. Traveling. Misogynistic. Oh, I dropped it. Misogynistic. Well, they aren't anymore if they're worm food. Snitch. Unlucky. Somebody on a power trip. Criminal to me. The criminals I'm picking up in this collective, part of why they're in trouble is they ran their mouth too much. They talk too much. That's why they're being taken out for their activities like that. They talk too fucking much. One could have been snitching for the police. That's always, because it's very common. But definitely snitch vibes there. That's the criminal energy. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 by Feist. I haven't heard this in a while. The song is so cute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me that you love me more. Sleepless long nights. That was what my youth is for. I almost feel like this energy, these energies I'm picking up, they know it's coming, but they've lost their free will. They're a slave to the money and power they think the crime gets them. They're a slave to the addiction, so they know it's coming, but it's almost like being in denial and continuing on. I do have an energy though, this criminal energy I'm feeling. They know that they're about to be caught, or they have a suspicion, and weirdo. People are acting strange, so they kind of know maybe they're caught, but they aren't sure. They're gonna find out. Pew pew is the vibe there. Then we have the other energy of just finding someone has overdosed and no one's surprised because of their habit. Maybe they've been to rehab like 20 times. It's sad. It sucks. But envy, intuitive text messages. Maybe someone was seeking help right before this happened, like looking into rehab because they kind of knew commitment things, codependency, their habits were going bad. And with this leveling up, head in the clouds, oh, one last big score. You know what I mean? There's lots of energies there. It's sad. It sucks. And I have this energy of people who cared about these people prayed and hoped they would come around and hoped they would change, but they didn't. So this is what happens. It sucks. And it sucks. I read this energy all the time. I pick it up, and I don't know why. I try to spend a lot of time alone and isolated, and I still pick it up, and it's heartbreaking. And I feel for the families and friends of these people who they wanted them to do better. The ones that were praying, you know, they would at least wake up, stop snitching on criminals, stop dealing with criminals, and don't snitch on them if you want to live long. Don't have the drug habits, but they just don't. You can't force people to change. They have to want to do it themselves. And unfortunately, these people did not want to do it. Aliens, but no, there are not like extraterrestrials coming to beam them down. It's an energy to me missing is the free will is missing. Foreign energy is in regret. Some of them right before because they could feel it coming. What I'm trying to express is some of them could feel this coming. Like the criminal energy can kind of feel a change in how people are speaking to him. It feels off foreign with this aliens vibe. They feel like something is strange. They have a strange feeling is what I'm trying to say. I don't feel like there's actual aliens involved. It's a strange feeling and regret. They kind of know missing something is up, but they aren't quite sure what. But with that regret and secret, they don't know exactly what's up, but they can feel it's probably the end that is coming. But they can't do anything about it, or they just don't have the willpower. I have Baby Hold On by Eddie Money, and bear with me, I've not heard this song in forever. From the 80s. And he was a paramedic, I believe. No, that was David Lee Roth. Will be. Hold on. Was Eddie Money a paramedic? No, he was not. He was a police officer trainee for NYPD before he became a singer. Okay, it was David Lee Roth who became like an EMT or something like that. Oh, power supply. And I keep dropping it. It already fell out, and then I dropped it again upside down. End of life vibe. Someone knows time's running out, but instead of trying to maybe do something about it, like, I don't know. Some of it, there's not that much you can do, I guess. Someone is praying for you, but I don't think their prayers are strong enough, and it's sad. It sucks. But greed, this person's an accident. This person's lack of free will. It's lost to whatever the addiction is. It's lost to being caught up in the criminal bullshit. And sadly, it doesn't end well. You know, again, my heart goes out to the friends and family of people. Especially been praying that someone would come around. But some people just don't want to change. It is what it is. The future is ours to seek. But when you hold on to me, but this it's too late for this one. You know, justice, 9 of coins, 6 of swords. I don't even want to call it justice. It just is almost like, well, that's kind of how it figures, you know. Some cases, some will see it as justice, like they're criminal associates. Oh, we got a snitch. Oh, good, that's justice. High fives. But the whole thing is just, it's sad. Others will be saddened by this news. It was their brother. It was their friend. It was, you know, whatever and what relation. And they were praying for him. This is the worst outcome, and it's happening for some. But Sun, some people, 3 of Swords, their time is up. Emperor energy. Heavy masculine energy. So I could be picking up on some karmic masculines if you're on the divine feminine, divine masculine path. Some of them still insist that they are divine masculines, but they're not. They're still caught up in this shit, and the consequences are coming back. And this is one of those, I almost don't want to call signs because I'm feeling different energies, but it's collective energy. When they're in this energy, they work on a hive mind. They say things happen in threes. Well, these happen in threes, 33, 303, 3,000, 333. Like, 3. Bah. Fool. They had chances in the past to get better, whether it was Two of Cups, like rehab energy, Four of Wands, Tower, getting out of the crime life. They were given an opportunity, but with this Emperor and Judgment, they didn't take it. They preferred Four of Cups to stay where they were, and Five of Wands. Now it's crumbling down. It's the end.